Hey everyone, Jen at Ink Paper Rubber. I am back again one more time for today. Today we got in an order from Memory Box and Poppy Stamps, including more of the washi tape that we had sold out of, so I wanted to be sure and let you know what we got. First of all, we got back in this pretty berry corner frame die. This is really nice because it is a set of two dies. You get the outer frame and you get the inner frame that has the berries and leaves attached to it. And so that outer frame can be used for other things. This is a card that we did in a recent class. This was using the napkin die cutting technique that Dave had done a video on his blog, I think sometime maybe early October, and we gave it a try, and I thought it turned out really, really well. That's a really pretty die. We also got back in the grosgrain ribbon die. This one, when you look at it in the package, doesn't look like much. But I want you to take a look at this card. That is not ribbon on here. That is paper. That is some of our glitter paper that we use that die to die cut. And almost everybody that looks at that is fooled by it, and they think that that is actual ribbon. So now you can create ribbon in whatever color you need for your project. We also got back in the drop nativity die. That is one of the dies that we've used on here. There's actually a second die over it, which unfortunately I had when I ordered, but I have now sold out of, but it is available and it works with this one if you want to as well. Also got back in a couple of stamp sets. These are really beautiful stamp sets, holiday stamp sets. The first one here is Mistletoe Swag, and you can see there you get the large swag and you get a couple smaller ones. You actually get stamps so that if you want to fill in the berries, you can do that. And one of the best things about this one is the sentiments. This is one of the Build a Sentiment set, so you get all kinds of sentiment pieces. And so that is really useful, and it's almost worth it just for that. But this is a really gorgeous stamp as well. This is another one that's similar. This is the Tidings wreath. You can see you get this gorgeous wreath, and then you get this bunch of leaves. And once again, you get lots of sentiments on here. And in fact, the sentiment on this card here was done from this set. So really, really useful. Also got these back in. Everybody has been going crazy over the sample card that Memory Box has with this. I will show it to you in a minute. We have the Airy Script Joy and the Ornate Holly. And they did a card with the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas washi tape, which I know it's a little bit hard to see here, but I will show you the sample that they did with that. And people have really been loving it. Speaking of washi tape, we got back in the Snow Speckle washi tape and the Flurries washi tape. You can see the snowflakes on there. And also the Watercolor Woodland washi tape. And I just want to show you really quickly. These all have more or less a semi-transparent background. So you can use them over colored cardstock if you want. And depending on the color cardstock you put it on, it's going to look differently. Here you can see it is on light blue, and here you can see how different it is when it's on dark blue. And I want to show you something really ingenious. I did not come up with this idea, but I love it. This is in one of our upcoming classes. So the paper in the background there is this paper right here, and it has the Snow Flurries washi tape on top of it. And I just think that is ingenious. It kind of mutes that paper and adds the snowflakes to it, so I love it. And this is another sample for the class. And back there behind the Santa Claus is some of the Watercolor Woodland washi tape, and that was applied right to the inside of the tin. No paper, nothing behind it. So some really ingenious ideas for how to use these washi tapes. They are really nice because they are wide. I think they're 4.5 inches wide, and you get 11 yards on here. So lots and lots of things you can do with that. We also got some dies in from Poppy Stamps. We got back in the Snow Globe Kit die. This is a really cute die that came out this year, and I love it because these pieces on the inside will all cut completely out so that you can layer them, you can tuck things behind them, you can cut them out of different color paper than the rest of the snow globe if you want to. Really like that. We have some cute little houses that go in there, but something else that I got were some of the Whittle dies. I think these were from last year. Somebody mentioned we'd gotten in the ones from this year, and they wondered if we were going to get any of the holiday ones from last year. And I did, and when I opened the package and saw the snow globe and saw these, I'm like, oh my gosh, those are the perfect size to put in that snow globe. So I'm probably not going to try it because I'm not going to have time, but I sure hope somebody does because I think that would be so cute. We have the snowman, we have the little moose, we have the trees, and we have the whittled deer. And like I mentioned, we also have some really cute little house dies that you could add in there as well. I also want to show you another cute little thing that you can do with these dies. This is something that we did last year, and we made a cute little pin. It's got just like a tie-tack background, so you can pin this to your scarf or to your jacket. And this is just done out of paper, and we just die cut multiple layers of paper and glued them together and added the little pin back on there, and you have any of these. So another really fun idea. All right, let me show you just a few samples here. This is the card that everyone has been so crazy about. You can see there on the left is the 'Twas the Night washi tape. It is washi tape, so if you want, you can just tear it. It's easy to tear, and it's got the ornate holly die on there, as well as that Joy Airy script die. This is a sample with the mistletoe swag. I think that is just really striking with that dark background, and then the leaves white, and then the bright red berries. Here is a really pretty watercolored sample with the tidings wreath, and it is a very large stamp, but keep in mind you don't have to use the whole thing if you don't want to. So there they've just used part of it on this card. And I think that is all the samples that I have to show you. I think I've shown you samples of everything. So that does it. Now I am off to try and find room for all this stuff. I hope if you are out and about this weekend that you'll stop in and see us. Have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.